Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's session. We'll just get started in a couple of more minutes. Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Anusha. For all of you who have joined for the first time, welcome. For all of you who have been here before, welcome again. Thank you for joining. So we'll just get started. I hope everybody's safe and well. And definitely, this is a great time in this global pandemic to start meditating and start introspecting within yourself. It's a great relaxing exercise. It has really helped me in many ways. I have been practicing it since I was 5 years old. So again, Sahaja Yoga has no age limits. Anybody of any age can practice it, and it's a wonderful technique to manage your stress. So Sahaja Yoga, the words itself, so Sahaja and Yoga, they are Sanskrit words. So Sahaja itself means something that is born with it or something that's spontaneous. So that's what Sahaja means. And yoga means union. So what is Sahaja? Sahaja within us is what we call the Kundalini energy. So this Kundalini energy, it's within all of us. Just by the mere nature of us being humans, we have this Kundalini energy within us. And the yoga, so Sahaja, that's within us, born within us. And yoga is the union of this Kundalini energy with the energy all around us. And this energy all around us can be anything. You can call it cosmic, you can call it divine, completely up to you. So, Surge Yoga basically means the spontaneous energy and then the union of the spontaneous the union of this energy to the energy all around. So that's what the words sahaja and yoga mean. In modern days today, yoga is misinterpreted to be like physical exercises, but yoga, the actual true meaning of the word, means union. So what we're going to do today is the first few minutes, for those of you who have attended previously, you will be knowing this. We're going to go through the self realization technique where we awaken this Kundalini energy within us. And in just a second, I'll explain why are we awakening it. Then we're going to do this experiment called as balancing. And then we're going to go into the first energy center, the Muladhara chakra. So the first part of today's session is going to be the self-realization. So the self-realization technique is to awaken the Kundalini energy within us. And again, this is energy within all of us. It's by the mere nature of us being human beings that it's within us. So this Kundalini energy, the reason, I mean, I say awaken. So the reason that it's sleeping or it's in a dormant state is because so it's born within us, even as we are kids. So it's not something that magically appears. What happens is over time, uh, what over time, if you notice a child, a young child who's always very happy, who doesn't have who isn't thinking about much, who's just constantly joyful, but over time they develop their own ego, their own decision making power, all of these traits within them. And what happens at the end of the day is this kundalini energy feels no need for it to be there. So the Kundalini energy, it's at the top of our head, on the top of on the top of our head. And what happens is when the energy feels like there's no need for it to be within us, it goes into a dormant state and it settles at the base of our spine. So this Kundalini energy, it's a motherly energy. It's like the black box of our life. It knows everything. We're not lying to this energy. We don't have to be ashamed to even talk to the energy because it's all within us. And it's about awakening that so that we can feel that happiness, that joy again within us. So as this kundalini energy is in a dormant state, this mother energy, mother kundalini, as we're going to call this energy, she is waiting to be for us to awaken her within ourselves again. And when we awaken, which is called the self realization, we're going to awaken this energy. The kundalini goes through all of the energy centers on our subtle system and at the top of our head, and it gets connected to the energy all around, which is called the yoga, so union. So that's what Sage Yoga in true essence means. It's awaken the kundalini energy within us to and connecting that energy to the energy all around. So that's basically in short what we're going to be doing. And to awaken this energy, there's a couple of steps that we have to go through, which I will be guiding you through it. Over here is Srimataji Nirmala Devi. She is the founder of Sahaj Yoga. So she started Sahaj Yoga in 1970. She saw how humans were just constantly being stressed out by everything that's going around. And she thought this was a good technique for everybody to just find inner peace. She was a peace advocate. So her motto was, how can you seek or how can you find peace outside if you're not peaceful within? So inner peace. So this is what Sahaja Yoga is all about. And what are the benefits of this Kundalini energy awakening? So I kept saying that, the energy is going to be awakened and it's going to be connected to the energy all around. But what exactly happens when that energy is connected or when we awaken this energy? So what happens is, think about, that little child who's running around and just who's constantly happy, who's constantly joyful. Why are they so happy? It's honest, if intuitively, if you think about it, it's because they're not thinking about anything. And I know as being humans, it's not in our nature to not think. But there always is a time when there are thoughts coming, but there's like a fraction of a second between the two thoughts. So there's one thought maybe about my assignment, and then a couple of seconds I'm not thinking about anything, but there's another thought about, okay, what am I going to eat for dinner? So those couple of seconds, what through Sergio, what we're trying to do or what we hope to do is to increase that gap. And when you increase that gap, you're not thinking about anything, but you are completely aware of what's going on around you. This state is called thoughtless awareness. And what we're trying to do in Sage Yoga is to increase that gap. We're not forcibly saying, all right, like stop thinking, but just by practicing this on a daily basis, the gap automatically expands, it increases. And why is that gap so important? Because every single thought, it's either of the past or it's of the future. It's never of the present, where if you're in the present, you're not going to have any thoughts. Even something that happened a millisecond ago is the past. So, what we're doing is trying to increase that gap, trying to not think about what's in the past or what's in the future. Because when we think about that, that's what causes us stress. When we think about the past, we think, oh, I should have done it this way. I should have taken this path instead of the other path. in the future, we think, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to do this in the next 10 years. So that's how our thoughts affect us and affects our stress levels as well. So if we're increasing this gap between two thoughts, essentially what we're doing is trying to find, we're basically in peace, but we're completely in the setting that we are. So that's the benefit. One of the biggest benefits of Sage Yoga when it reduces stress. You're constantly in, or you're for the most part, or over time, you develop the state where you are in thoughtless. So that's what exactly happens when the Kundalini energy gets connected to the energy all around. And this cannot, over time, again, this gap increases. But even if you feel it for like, maybe 3 or 4 seconds, that's great because that's the time you feel silence within yourself. And if you expand that silence, it's what gives you inner peace. So those are the benefits of Sage Yoga, and that's what Kundalini is. I'm going to quickly show you a small chart, which is the subtle system. So this subtle system is all the energy centers within us that I was talking about. The Kundalini energy is at the base of the spine, where you see at the complete bottom, it says Muladhara. Right above that, there's a three-coiled Kundalini energy. It's the pure energy within all of us, which is sitting over there at the base of our spine. Through the steps that we're going to go through right now, this energy is going to be awakened and it's going to go through all of the energy centers to the top of our head, which is called the Sahasrara, as you can see where it's the number 7. And that's basically the ideal state that we want our Kundalini to be in. We're going to take a deeper look at this chart at a later time. But for now, that's the overview to give you a visual. So we'll get started on the self-realization process. The self-realization process, this is only done one time, and it's okay if you do it again. If you're regularly meditating, you don't have to do this every single day. This is just for awakening the energy within yourself. And then after the meditation you do is to maintain that energy. It's to maintain that Kundalini and keep giving energy back to it. So there are a couple of steps that I'm going to quickly walk through and I'll play a video so you can follow along. It's a video by Shrimataji herself. She guides you through the self-realization process. So there's 5 steps, and for everything, you're going to be using your right hand. So the first step is putting your right hand on the left side of your heart. The second step, you're going to put it at the upper part of your abdomen. Then at the lower part, back up, back on the heart, the joint where the neck meets the shoulder, forehead, back of our head, and the top of our head. So these are all the points that we're going to go through during the self-realization process. Um, you can, and your left hand can be open on your lap, sitting on your lap, just in a relaxed state. As you noticed, I'm sitting on the floor. In Sage Yoga, we use all the elements around us. We use the fire, as you can see, I have the candle here. We use the earth. I'm sitting on the floor. We use many other elements, and we'll go through that again in the upcoming sessions. For now, I would suggest removing your shoes and sitting on the floor if possible. If not, sitting on a chair with your shoes removed and your feet on the ground. It just helps with more grounding. If you imagine, like, when you're walking on the grass bare feet, it feels very peaceful. You feel more connected with the nature. So this is just one small way of replicating that peace within yourself. And try to find a quiet spot. If you have a quiet spot, it helps with the thoughts. It helps with just feeling overall calm. So I'll play the video. It's about 10 minutes, and hope you have a great self-realization.
Keep your eyes closed. First of all, please put your right hand on your heart. All the time, the left hand is towards me. Now, Here you have to say, in your heart, with all sincerity, Mother, am I the Spirit? Ask the question 3 times in your heart. This is a very fundamental question. Now bring the right hand on to the left hand side of your stomach, in the upper part. Here press it. Now this is the center of your mastery, your guidance, your Guru Tattva as they say. So ask a question, Mother, am I my own master? This is a question to be asked 3 times. Mother, am I my own master? Now, bring your right hand down below, in the lower part of the abdomen. Now, this is the center from which all the divine work is done. All the pure work is done. So, to ask 6 times, because this center has got 6 petals. Mother, please give me pure knowledge. 6 times you just ask. As a result of this asking, the Kundalini starts getting awakened. Now to help the Kundalini to rise, you have to cooperate with her. So please put your right hand on the left hand side in the upper part of your abdomen and press it on the stomach. Now here you have to say with full confidence, to help the Kundalini to rise, Mother, I am my own master. This you have to say 10 times. These are the 10 commandments which you have to say. That, Mother, I am my own master. Now, 10 times with full confidence. Now, please raise your right hand to your heart. Now, here you have to say, again with full confidence, Mother, I am the Spirit. This is the truth. You are the Spirit. But you have to say with full confidence, Mother, I am the Spirit. This you have to say 12 times. Now one has to know that God Almighty is the ocean of love. But above all, He is the ocean of forgiveness. So He forgives. Whatever wrong you do, He forgives. So don't feel guilty and put your right hand across on the left hand side in the corner which is made by your neck and your shoulder. Now, here you have to say again with full confidence 16 times, Mother, I am not guilty. Please say it. Mother, I am not guilty. 16 times. I am not guilty at all. Please say it. Please say it. Very hot. Now raise your hand across on your forehead, and it's a very important center. Here you have to say from your heart, Mother, I forgive everyone. Please say it from your heart. How many times is not the point. Mother, I forgive everyone. Now, some would say that it's very difficult to forgive. But it's a myth that we do not forgive or we forgive. We do not do anything in both the cases. But if we don't forgive, then we play into wrong hands. So please say from your heart, Mother, I forgive everyone. Now please take your hand on the back agya, the same center, on the back side of your head and allow your head to rest on it and push it back a little bit. Now here, you have to say, for your satisfaction, because you always feel guilty, that, O Divine, if I have done anything wrong, please forgive me. Please forgive me. From your heart. Stretch your hand fully and put your center of your palm on top of the fontanelle bone area, which was a very soft bone in your childhood. Press it hard. Press hard your scalp. Now you have to move it 7 times, saying one thing which you have to ask for. Mother, please give us my self-realization, because I cannot force on you. So you have to ask for it. 7 times, press it hard and move it 7 times, very hard. Slowly, saying that.
Hope that you were able to feel some sort of peace or some sort of sensation, or if you're even feeling a little more relaxed than you did before the session, that means that this has clearly worked and the Kundalini energy within you has started working. So ideally, when the self-realization, after the self-realization, or when we're meditating, what we aim to feel or what we hope to feel is a cool breeze on both our hands and at the top of our head. So if you're feeling cool on your palms or on the top of your head, that's great. The energy within you has been is working, and this is a great sign. If not, if you're feeling warm or itchy or some sort of pinching or tingling sensation, that is also completely fine. It is just an indication that Some things can, there's maybe since everything is connected within our system, as I showed you that subtle system chart, this is just like an indication that, maybe something over here is, a little bit on the left or to the right. So that's what that means. But it's still great because the energy within you has started working, and that's one big sign. For many people, it doesn't take a long it takes a very long time. So if you're able to feel something, even if it's cool or warm, that is great. So it's also very likely that you could feel a heaviness or more warm on one side versus the other. By one side, I mean the left hand or the right hand, or your left arm or your right arm. So, sorry, your right arm or your left arm. So, depending on that. And this is all because the energy within us, so Kundalini, it's again, Sage Yoga is spiritual, medical, and emotional. It's all together. It's a mix of everything. So going back to that subtle system chart, if you can see, I'm just going to give a quick example here. So let's take, for instance, the fifth energy center, which is the Vishuddhi chakra. It's exactly at our throat. So if and again, if you see the color, it matches to the index finger on our hand. So if you felt any sort of tingling sensation or any sort of pinching on that specific finger, it's just an indication that maybe this is a great process of kind of self-diagnosing and a self treatment. Because if you know that there's something going on over there in that specific energy center, when you are meditating, you're going to give more attention to that energy center. Similarly, with the energy centers, which is the seven energy centers, there is the left and the right channel. So the left channel, it's not shown in this image, but on the left channel, it's governed by the moon. The right channel is governed by the sun. So the left and the right channel represent the past and the future, respectively. So the left is more tied into uh, emotions and lethargy if you're feeling lazy today. On the other hand, the right, if you're overly ambitious, if you are overthinking, that all corresponds to the right energy right channel. So, if during the self realization, if you felt heavy on one energy center, if you felt heavy on one energy channel, it may be because of what's going on in your body, what's going on around you, or what happened that specific day. So, what we felt are called vibrations, and these vibrations are constantly changing every single second. If I may have, if I'm sarcastic to someone, if I'm mean to someone, then immediately my index finger starts pinching because that is my own energy. That's my mother kundalini, the black box within me, telling that you said something that you shouldn't have. So now I'm aware. So Sahaj Yoga is just self-awareness. Once I'm aware, I know that, oh, okay, and now when I go back to meditation, I make sure that I give more vibrations to my Vishuddhi chakra because I know that my mother Kundalini energy was telling me that there's something going on over there. So this is again, it's an experiment. Treat it like an experiment. Try it out for 1 month. If it doesn't work, that's your choice. But try it out sincerely for 1 month and see how your mental health improves, how your spiritual health improves, how your um, overall even physical health improves. So just let's try another experiment. This is called balancing. So this is something that I do on a daily basis. Like even though I've been meditating for 15 years, it's still something that I do, and something that's very much that everybody does, no matter how long they are in Sage Yoga. What balancing does is you're trying to if there's more energy or if there's more activity happening on one side, that's your left or your right side, you want to make sure that you're in the center, you're in the present. So, what balancing does is it creates that equilibrium between the two energy centers where there's no more energy or no less energy on either of the channels. So, when we're clearing out the left channel, our left hand is on our lap, so open and on our lap, wherever you're comfortable. And your right hand is like on the floor. So if you're sitting on the floor, you could just gently place it down. If you are sitting on a chair, you can let it loose on just let it loose facing the ground. So this is where I was talking about how we use all the elements around us. So for clearing out the right channel, for clearing out the left channel, we're going to be using the earth element. So by placing our right hand on the floor, the left hand on our lap, we're going to be clearing out our left channel. We're going to be clearing out our right channel by putting our right hand on our lap and the left hand towards the sky. So we're using the sky element. So this is how Sage Yoga is very, we use all the elements around us, we take energy and we give back energy also. So we'll slowly close our eyes and just try to feel what's happening on both your hands, on the top of your head. If one side is heavier than the other, if there's one specific energy center that's tingling or that's pinching, just make a small mental note, but try that mental note doesn't turn into a thought. So we'll now place our right hand on the floor, gently place it on the ground, and the left hand is on your lap with like all your fingers spread out. We're going to be talking to the Mother Kundalini energy within us again. Mother Kundalini, please remove all the thoughts of the past from my left channel. Please do not let me go into the left side of memory lane. Please remove all the lethargy, all the overly emotional aspect of me. Please keep me in balance. But just stay in silence for a minute and feel what's happening. So now we clear out our right channel. So we're going to put our right hand on our lap and the left hand towards the sky, the palm facing towards you. Mother Kundalini, please remove all the overactivity, all the overthinking, all the over ambitiousness through the ether element. Please remove or please take care of all the futuristic thoughts within me. Please grant me the state of balance. So we'll now put both our hands back on our lap and we close our eyes and just feel what's happening. On the top of our head, on both our hands, if there's a cool breeze, if there's a warm breeze, just observe what's happening. So we'll slowly open our eyes. I hope you felt a little more relaxed than you did before. So this is balancing where you clear out your left side and your right side, and you try to establish this equilibrium within yourself. Um, Even if you didn't feel anything, that's completely fine. You did all of the steps, so that means that no matter what, there is some energy within you. So let's do this other small experiment. If there was one specific energy center or one specific finger that was tingling, we can give energy to that center because now on our hands, we have the energy, we have the cool breeze. Let's give it back into our body. So for me, I was feeling on my left index finger. So that means it's my fifth energy channel. And you don't need to know this immediately. As we go through the sessions, we're going to go through every single energy channel, energy centers, and we'll learn more about that. But this is kind of like a self-diagnosis. So I'm going to pull up the chart again. So you can see where you were feeling anything strong, anything tingling, and we'll just take a minute to look at that chart and make a small note of where you were feeling that specific pinch or tingling or extreme cool breeze. So if you felt it over here, that is your Muladhara chakra. So that's the first energy center. So it's at the base of our spine, so it's right below our stomach. We can just be there for a second and say, Mother Kundalini, please establish yourself in my Muladhara chakra. If you were feeling it on your thumb, that's the Swadhisthana chakra. So we'll move our hand slightly above, just a couple of inches. That's our Swadhisthana chakra. Here we'll say, Mother Kundalini, please establish yourself in our Swadhisthana chakra. If you were feeling some tingling sensation on your center finger, you can move your hand a little more just near the stomach area. Mother Kundalini, please establish yourself in my Nabi chakra. If you're feeling anything on your pinky, you can put your hand on your heart right at the center. Here you can say, Mother Kundalini, please establish yourself in my Anahata chakra. If you're feeling something like me on your index finger, you can put your hand on your throat. Mother Kundalini, please establish yourself in my Vishuddhi chakra. If you're feeling anything on your ring finger, it's going to be the Agya chakra. Shri Mataji, Mother Kundalini, please establish yourself on our Agya chakras. If you felt anything in the center, that's the Sahasrara. You don't need to know all of this right now. If you can you can have the chart for your reference. Um, for the last energy center, we can put our hand on the top of our head. Mother Kundalini, please establish yourself on our Sahasrara chakra. So you can take a minute wherever you were feeling a little heavy or a little warm. You can just, for a couple of seconds, put your hand on that energy center and just say, Mother Kundalini, please establish yourself in that energy center. So I'm going to bring up the chart. So we can slowly bring both our hands back on our lap, and this concludes our session today. I hope that you felt a lot more peaceful than you did feel walking in. And if you want to continue meditating, you can just in the morning, once you wake up, meditate for 10 minutes. This is just that quick balancing. You can just talk to the energy within yourself. You can tell the Mother Kundalini energy whatever you want. She's been there with you all your life, since you were born. She's kind of the black box of your life. So there's no shame in talking to the energy within you. And ideally, you want to feel the cool breeze. So you can do the clearing out. And if you're feeling any specific sensation on any of the energy centers, you can give energy to that center, and then you can just stay in meditation. Play any instrumental music, or you can just go to YouTube and type Sergio Yoga instrumental music, or you can go to our website. We have tutorials and also music that you can just meditate along with. I would suggest doing 10 minutes in the morning after you wake up and 10 minutes in the night before you go to bed. So try it sincerely for a month, and treat it as an experiment. So just like how we did this session, it was like all experimental. Treat Set Yoga as an experiment for the first month, and I hope that you feel the benefits of it. So thank you again, and see you all next week.